Did you know? Some birds intentionally set fires? Or that fish can literally rain from the sky? And why would people share hot springs with monkeys in Japan? Stick around for these mind-boggling answers that will leave you amazed. Welcome to Weird Fun Facts. Hit that subscribe button to stay connected. Grab a seat and get ready to have your mind blown. Number 90. At a Japanese zoo, experts spent 4 fruitless years trying to breed a pair of hyenas, only to discover they were both males. Talk about a wild mix-up. 89. To make ping pong more TV-friendly, the balls were supersized, enhancing visibility and game dynamics for viewers at home. 88. In a twist of fate, Tong Dizhou, the pioneer of fish cloning in the 60s, was forced to swap his lab coat for a janitor's during China's Cultural Revolution. 87. For every dollar spent on improving water and sanitation, the world saves $4.30 in healthcare costs, a staggering return on investment. Alexandre Dumas, famed for The Count of Monte Cristo, had his pants fall down during a duel at 23, adding a comical twist to his legendary life. Surprise, Arizona owes its name to its founder's low expectations, remarking she'd be surprised if the town ever amounted to much. 84. The Aztecs took public drunkenness seriously, with punishments ranging from a shaved head to death, a harsh way to enforce sobriety. 83. Florida's unique approach to capital punishment involves a private citizen executioner who earns $150 for each execution carried out. Rock stars live fast and die young, with their lifespan averaging 25 years shorter than the general population. Rock and roll indeed takes its toll. Continuous overeating can inhibit the body's ability to produce uroguanilin, the chemical that signals we're full, leading to a vicious cycle of never feeling satisfied. Number 80. The Kepler star redefines perfection in space. Discovered in 2016, it's the most perfectly spherical natural object ever measured, challenging our understanding of celestial physics. 79. The zoo hypothesis intriguingly proposes that aliens might be observing us from a distance, much like animals in a zoo. In 2007, a shocking medical error in Delaware resulted in a man suing his doctors after he began urinating feces and defecating urine due to a surgical mix-up. 77. Over 60 million Americans carry Toxoplasma gondii, a parasite famously transmitted by cats, affecting behavior and health. Did you know that TV remotes in hotel rooms are often teeming with more bacteria than toilet seats? A study revealed that these commonly touched devices are rarely cleaned, making them hotspots for germs. 75. 2/3 of Britons lie about having read a book in order to seem more intelligent. The commonest book that people lie about is George Orwell's 1984. 74. A physicist turned a traffic ticket into a prize-winning mathematical paper in 2012, using science to prove his innocence after running a stop sign. Watermelon steaks are gaining popularity as a succulent meat alternative, recommended by top vegetarian chefs. In 2001, a white American in Japan won $25,000 in a landmark case against a business that denied him entry based on race. 71. In Morocco, goats consume seeds that they can't digest, which are then harvested from their waste to create high-priced cosmetics and foods. Number 70. Parrots, the vibrant and intelligent birds, can succumb to sudden heart failures like arrhythmia or strokes similar to humans. 69. Typhus, spread by fleas and lice, devastated Napoleon's army in Russia, claiming over 500,000 lives, nearly 90% of his soldiers. In 2003, an empty Boeing 727 mysteriously vanished into the sunset, pilfered from Luanda International Airport by 2 men who remain ghosts to this day. 67. A tale of unconventional love. In 1979, a Swedish woman held a wedding ceremony with the Berlin Wall, mourning its demolition a decade later as if a spouse had died. 66. Transform grief into eternal remembrance with Life Gem, a company that crafts diamonds from the cremated ashes of your dearly departed. 65. Outshone only by the US, China is a close second in wealth, boasting 190 billionaires and over 2 million millionaires lighting up its economy. 64. Theodore Roosevelt, an adventurous US president, soared through the skies in an airplane, hailing it as the bulliest experience of his life. Flip the auction script with a Dutch auction, where the price plummets from high to low until someone leaps at the deal. An auctioneer's countdown. Microsoft dodged a PR nightmare in 2002 by renaming its Critical Update Notification tool to avoid its embarrassing and vulgar initialism. 61. Steve Jobs flouted convention by regularly parking his Mercedes in handicap spots, a quirk that added to his complex legacy. Number 60. In a devastating act of revenge, an Egyptian pilot intentionally crashed his plane in 1999, claiming the lives of 217 people on board. Denver broke ground in 2016 with a vote that turned ordinary public spaces into legal havens for marijuana consumption, given the neighborhood's nod. 58. In 2006, NASA subtly dropped to understand and protect the home planet from its mission statement, quietly shifting its cosmic focus. 57. Reheating your pasta transforms it into resistant starch, slashing blood glucose spikes by half, making leftovers healthier than the original meal. A co-founder of Domino's Pizza once swapped his business shares for a Volkswagen, trading a pizza empire for a set of wheels. 55. For nearly a decade, a bogus US embassy thrived in Ghana, issuing fake visas until its 2016 bust. Diplomatic deceit at its peak. 54. Louis Chevrolet, the brains behind Chevrolet cars, tragically ended his days bankrupt, toiling as a mechanic at the very company he founded. Feeling blue? Science shows optimism isn't just a trait, but a skill you can teach yourself, turning positivity into a personal project. In a tragic mix-up, a British man died after drinking over $54,000 worth of liquid meth, mistaking it for a refreshing fruit juice. 51. Right-handers might just brush better. Studies show they have superior oral hygiene and fewer cavities thanks to their adept hand movements. Number 50. Edgar Mitchell, moonwalker turned extraterrestrial advocate, claimed that aliens have repeatedly made contact with Earth. Taking a shower in Papua New Guinea could cost you a staggering 70% of your daily wage, making it the priciest 8-minute rinse globally. 48. The Eiffel Tower dims its dazzling lights at 1 a.m. since 2013, embracing energy conservation in the City of Light. 47. The oldest customer complaint dates back 4,000 years in Mesopotamia, etched on a clay tablet, fussing over subpar copper ingots. In a pioneering move, Costa Rica outlawed sport hunting in 2012, becoming the first Latin American nation to do so. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button so you make sure to never miss our videos. 45. Forget the ferocious roar. Research suggests dinosaurs might have mumbled through closed mouths, adding a murmur to the Mesozoic era. 44. Join a choir and you might just sing your stress away. Group singing is scientifically proven to soothe nerves and boost happiness hormones. Alberta, Canada boasts a unique claim. It's been completely rat-free for over 5 decades. A rare rodent-free zone. A sunburnt fact. Nearly 2/3 of Australians will face skin cancer by the time they hit 70, reflecting a glaring national health crisis. 41. Some female sharks in captivity have mastered the art of cloning themselves, reproducing without any male help, nature's own self-replicators. Number 40. African elephants are not just giants of the jungle. They help plant the future, dispersing over 2,000 diverse plant seeds across the savanna daily with their dung. 39. Brazil's Tumucumac National Park isn't just vast, it's larger than Belgium and reigns as the world's largest tropical forest park in the heart of the Amazon. 38. Secret Japanese executions. In Japan, death row inmates wake up daily not knowing if it's their last. Execution dates are kept secret. Bullying avoidance crisis. Every day, 160,000 American children skip school out of fear of bullying, a silent epidemic affecting our youth. 36. Mummies' ancient secrets. Ancient Egyptian mummies tested positive for nicotine and cocaine, suggesting global trade far earlier than believed. Zeptosecond time measurement. The zeptosecond, the blink of an eye to a quantum physicist, measures time at a trillionth of a billionth of a second. 34. Global moonshine impact. Moonshine isn't just folklore, it represents nearly 30% of global alcohol consumption. Grass digestion mystery. Ever wondered why we can't eat grass? Our bodies lack the enzymes to break down cellulose, making it indigestible. 32. Meat's environmental cost. A typical American family of 4 contributes more to greenhouse gas emissions through their meat consumption than driving 2 cars. 31. U.S. global popularity. U.S. global approval surged from 51% to 66%, transitioning from the Bush to Obama administrations. Number 30. German visa freedom. German passport holders enjoy the world's highest travel freedom, entering 177 territories without needing a visa. 29. Iceland's unique mail. In Iceland, your mail can reach its destination with just a hand-drawn map. No formal address needed. Pharmaceutical giants spend nearly twice as much on marketing, 24%, as they do on research and development, 13%. Deadly government actions. In the 20th century, more people died from their own government's actions, known as democide, than in wars. 26. Ultimate birthday stretch. By crossing time zones, a German man stretched his birthday celebration to an unprecedented 46 hours in 2015. 25. Instant touch recognition. Human touch is a fast reaction. It takes just 0.2 seconds for your brain to respond to a touch on your hand or foot. In 2004, a woman tried to purchase $1,675 worth of items at Walmart with a bogus $1 million bill, expecting $998,325 in change. In a bold move against homelessness, Hawaii offered one-way tickets back to the mainland for homeless individuals in 2014. Work hours and divorce. Couples face a doubled divorce rate when one partner works extra long hours, 10 or more each week. 21. Cats' fussy eating habits stem from their instinctual need for a specific protein to fat ratio, 1 to 0.4. Number 20. Language sound patterns. A study of 2/3 of the world's languages found humans often use the same sounds for the most common objects and ideas. 19. An iPhone contains 75 different elements, 2/3 of the periodic table packed into your pocket. Most drivers believe they're better than average, statistically impossible, but 80% of Americans claim this driving superiority. 17. Globally, 1 in 6 people reportedly bribe a police officer each year. Corruption on an astonishing scale. 16. A man dedicated 5 years to penning a 905-page suicide note, finalizing his tragic message in 2010. 15. In 1993, a visionary company's plan to orbit a billboard as large as the full moon was halted, sparking legislation that forever banned space advertising. 14. Hearing is our quickest sense. Humans can recognize sounds in just 0.05 seconds. 13. In 1999, Coca-Cola tested a vending machine that charged more on hot days, exploiting our thirst for higher profits. Skipping dinner could be the secret to weight loss. Studies suggest it significantly boosts nighttime fat burning. 11. George Washington's legacy is monumental, literally. He's commemorated in 189 US places, including mountains, lakes, and schools. Number 10. Spin a US Lincoln penny on a table, and it'll settle on tails 80% of the time due to its weighted design. Number 9. Only 0.21% of Americans live in Washington, D.C., the world's lowest capital city population ratio. 8. Tetanus can strike from any nail, rusty or not. The real culprit? Bacteria lurking in soil and dust. 7. In a bizarre trade, an Arizona man swapped a $160,000 diamond for just $20 worth of marijuana. 6. The Axeman of New Orleans, a murderer who terrorized the city in 1918 and 1919, spared any home that was playing jazz, his favorite music. Number 5. Surprisingly, a honeybee and a squirrel share an unusual trait. They both boast 3 million hairs. 4. An albatross's stamina is unmatched. It can glide over 600 miles without a single wing flap. You've waited long enough. It's time to uncover the jaw-dropping answers to the questions we asked earlier. Brace yourself for some truly mind-blowing facts. Imagine fish falling from the sky. Waterspouts, those swirling aquatic tornadoes, scoop up fish from the sea and rain them down miles away. A jaw-dropping weather phenomenon. In Japan's Jigokudani Park, snow monkeys and humans soak together in natural hot springs during winter, creating a heartwarming and unforgettable bathing experience. And here's the most fiery revelation. Some birds, like Australian firehawks, purposely spread wildfires by carrying burning sticks to flush out prey. Nature's clever and daring hunters at work. That's all for today. Subscribe to our channel for more fun videos.